Welcome, fellow dinosaur enthusiasts, to a journey through time and imagination with Dinosaur Island, a YouTube series that holds a special place in the hearts of many. As we delve into the first 6 episodes of Season 1, nostalgia washes over us like a prehistoric wave, transporting us back to a simpler time filled with wonder and excitement. What makes Dinosaur Island truly remarkable is its origin story. Created by a young individual, Bionicle with a passion for dinosaurs, this series was never intended for a wide audience. Instead, it was a labor of love, a creative outlet fueled by imagination and fueled by the desire to bring prehistoric creatures to life. As we embark on this nostalgic journey, it's important to remember that Dinosaur Island is a product of its creator's imagination and dedication. Any mistakes or imperfections we may encounter along the way are forgivable, for they are a testament to the raw authenticity of the series. As a devoted fan of Dinosaur Island, I must confess that these episodes are very close to my heart. Each scene, each dinosaur, holds a special place in my memories, reminding me of the joy and excitement I experienced while watching them unfold. However, my admiration for the series does not exempt it from criticism. While I hold it dear, I must acknowledge its flaws and shortcomings. Yet it is precisely because of my love for Dinosaur Island that I offer constructive criticism, hoping to see it grow and evolve just like the dinosaurs it features. So join me as we embark on this nostalgic journey through Dinosaur Island, celebrating the creativity, passion, and imagination that brought this beloved series to life. Let us embrace its flaws, cherish its moments, and revel in the timeless wonder of dinosaurs.
Where are we? We are on an island.
In the first episode of Dinosaur Island, viewers witness the intense struggle of a male Tyrannosaurus as it hunts and battles a Triceratops. Amidst the chaos, a Stegosaurus intervenes, only to be attacked by a lone Allosaurus, resulting in the Allosaurus's demise. This first episode serves as the foundation upon which the entire series is built, laying the groundwork for the immersive journey that follows. Without it, the subsequent episodes and the entire show as we know it wouldn't exist. A pivotal moment in this episode is the introduction of the Carnegie Collection 1998 Tyrannosaurus by Safari Ltd. This iconic figure later takes on the role of a major character, Bloodtooth, becoming an integral part of the series' narrative. The episode exudes a nostalgic charm, transporting viewers back to the early days of dinosaur fascination and discovery. However, while the episode lays a solid foundation, there are areas where it falls short. Bionicle occasionally struggles to keep his hands out of the shots, which detracts from the realism of the presentation. Additionally, the use of sound effects, created solely by Bionicle's mouth, undermines the overall quality of the production, taking away from the immersive experience. The first episode of Bionicle dinosaur documentary series is a nostalgic trip down memory lane, setting the stage for the captivating journey that follows. While it introduces key elements that become central to the series' narrative, including the iconic Carnegie Collection Tyrannosaurus, shortcomings in production quality detract from its overall impact. Despite its flaws, this episode serves as a testament to the passion and creativity of its creator, laying the groundwork for a series that continues to captivate audiences with its unique blend of education and entertainment. Overall, while being pretty bad, this episode holds a special place in my heart, which is why I'm rating it a 7.5 out of 10.
He has lost many a digit in battle. He is an old, strong, and experienced Allosaur, and he is ready for the hunt.
Episode 2 of Dinosaur Island begins on an exhilarating hunting scene as a Giganotosaurus attacks a Stegosaurus before retreating for a rest, showcasing an improvement in entertainment value from previous episode. The scene is enhanced by the stunning beauty and intricate detail of the figures used, elevating the overall visual experience for viewers. As the Giganotosaurus slumbers, a new character emerges, a red female T-Rex, distinct from the one featured in the previous episode, although being a different character. This T-Rex, later named Bloodtooth, steals meat from the carcass, marking the beginning of her pivotal role in the series. Bloodtooth's act of giving the stolen meat to her baby sets the stage for the unfolding narrative, adding depth and intrigue to the storyline. Throughout the episode, viewers are treated to a myriad of events, each contributing to the rich tapestry of the story. However, the climax arrives with a heart-stopping moment as the baby T-Rex narrowly escapes being crushed by a Brachiosaurus, leaving audiences on the edge of their seats. In Episode 2 of Dinosaur Island, the use of red Play-Doh for blood effects and mediocre action scenes detracts from the overall quality, though improvements are seen later in the season. Introduction of Bloodtooth, the red T-Rex, marks a pivotal moment, shaping the series' narrative as she becomes the central character. This episode lays the groundwork for the story's development, but is plagued by distracting filler scenes that lack purpose. Gray lighting and minimal set design contribute to a dull aesthetic, failing to fully immerse viewers in the story. Despite flaws like the use of red Play-Doh for blood and lackluster fight scenes, Episode 2 of Dinosaur Island is an improvement over the first. It captivates with its intriguing storyline, setting the stage for the series' overarching narrative. While fights lack polish, they still entertain, making the episode enjoyable overall. It's a promising start to what becomes an engaging series. My overall rating of this episode is an 8 out of 10.
They frantically for their lives.
Episode 3 of Dinosaur Island continues the storyline involving the Brachiosaurus and T-Rex, serving as part of the series' introduction. However, by this point, the prolonged focus on this storyline starts to feel tedious, detracting from the overall enjoyment. The introduction of Onyx in this episode hints at the emergence of a major character in later seasons, adding depth to the series' narrative. Despite this, Episode 3 fails to deliver an engaging viewing experience, largely due to the abundance of scenes featuring Bionicle talking, which becomes dull and uninteresting. Overall, Episode 3 serves as a lackluster introduction to the series, with its tedious pacing and lack of compelling content failing to captivate viewers. This episode lacks story development and action, making it mediocre. The story takes place in the same location as the first two episodes, which wouldn't be as much of a problem had the set been more interesting. Problems recurring from other episodes include hands showing on camera and a dull environment. One thing I do like about this episode is the mention of the northern grasslands, as it makes the world feel more fleshed out and interesting. This episode is pretty mid, and there isn't much to talk about, so overall I will rate it a 5 out of 10.
Easily be trampled underfoot.
Episode 4, titled Return of the Rains, initially presents a lackluster story with Bloodtooth and her baby consuming a Triceratops carcass, followed by a Sin Raptor eating that same carcass. Despite the slow start, viewers are treated to scenes featuring Pachycephalosaurus, adding some variety to the story. However, the episode reaches its climax with the arrival of the rains, filling up the dry lake bed and bringing all the dinosaurs together in a compelling and visually striking scene. Overall, Return of the Rains stands out as one of the weakest episodes in the entire series. The episode suffers from poor side pieces, numerous hand slips, and uninteresting, poorly detailed figures. Unfortunately, the episode also lacks any meaningful story development, failing to engage viewers in a compelling narrative. However, it does introduce new characters, adding some potential for future episodes. I did like the introduction of the Dinosaur, as he becomes a major player later on in the season, but overall it was a 5 out of 10, but there is this scene, so I'll bump it up to a 6 out of 10. In this episode, an earthquake wreaks havoc on the island, leading to chaos among the various species of dinosaurs. The narrative unfolds rapidly, with a multitude of events taking place, making it difficult to cover everything in detail. The sheer amount of content packed into this episode is staggering, with numerous species of dinosaurs featured in various events and scenarios. Given the abundance of events, it's impossible to cover them all in this brief summary. In this episode, we witness the baby T-Rex starting to grow up, noticeably larger than in the previous episode. The scene at the pond is filled with suspense, especially with the looming threat of the Dinosaur lurking nearby. The interactions with the Stegosaurus and Brachiosaurus add depth and excitement to the narrative, showcasing the diverse range of dinosaurs on the island. The earthquake sequence is particularly intriguing, introducing numerous story elements and raising questions about the fate of the characters. One of the highlights of the episode is the thrilling fight scene between the Dimetrodon and the Albertosaurus, offering a blend of excitement and entertainment. The episode reaches a dramatic climax as an earthquake tremor causes Mama T-Rex, Bloodtooth, to fall off a cliff, leaving her fate shrouded in mystery. Overall, the story elements, great figure use, and an interesting plot make this one of the better Dinosaur Island videos, and the only thing stopping it from being perfect is hand slips and minor mistakes. Nonetheless, this episode is an 8 out of 10. Very impressive.
Albertosaur bites the Dimetrodon's large sail armor, cracking it and injuring the beast severely. Fortunately, life may soon end for this giant.
In this episode, the baby T-Rex is now fully grown, showcasing his prowess in action. A poignant scene unfolds as a baby Triceratops practices fighting with his father, only for the fully grown T-Rex to unexpectedly kill the father after the practice session. Tragedy strikes again when the T-Rex falls asleep in the woods, and Onyx, the Baryonyx, delivers a shocking and unexpected death. Additional scenes include raptors feasting on a Brachiosaurus carcass, the Dinosaur preying on a Parasaurolophus, and a Dimetrodon engaging in a fierce battle with a Euoplocephalus. Overall, this was a pretty good episode with lots of fight scenes and a little bit of story development as well. For the most part, the fight scenes were good, but they could have been better. We get to see lots of dinosaurs in action that we don't normally get to see, such as velociraptors. Some of the effects weren't as good, which takes away from the realism, which is a common theme in Season 1, but overall this episode was still good, so I gave it 7 out of 10.
Between the two predators and prey. And soon?
And there you have it, fellow dino lovers. That concludes my review of the first 6 episodes of Dinosaur Island. I hope you enjoyed reminiscing about this nostalgic journey through prehistoric times as much as I did. Remember, despite any criticisms, Dinosaur Island will always hold a special place in our hearts. If you're like me and can't get enough of dinosaurs, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated on all things DinoTube. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your favorite moments from the series. Expect a part 2 of this video being posted soon. Goodbye.